Hello everyone, I am Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IS English channel. And in today's video, we'll be understanding the reasons why there are protests going on in the state of Meghalaya against the Indian railway projects. Now at the outset, these protests might seem quite political in nature, but let me tell you, these protests are not indeed political, but they are much more than that. Because these protests deal with the key issues that are very important for the people of Meghalaya, that is matters relating to culture and their identity. Now these protests particularly against a railway project which was to connect the industrial town of Barnihat with its state capital of Shillong. This protest has been ongoing for quite a long time. And because of these protests, the railway, that is Indian Railway, has decided to shelve this pending railway project connecting these two key locations. And with this cancellation of this new project, the capital city of Meghalaya, that is Shillong, will be the only capital in India that will not have an active railway connectivity, nor there will be an ongoing railway project which will connect the city of Shillong. Now, in addition to these protests, new protests have cropped up in Jayantia Hills because a recently sanctioned project, which we'll understand, this project wanted to connect other towns of Meghalaya with that of Jowai, which is the largest town in the Jayantia Hills. So in our today's discussion, let us understand what are the key reasons why Government of India wanted to connect Indian Railways to these key important towns of Meghalaya, as well as what are the reasons that the protesters are highlighting for protesting against these railway protests. Now in this regard, let us understand that currently in Meghalaya there is this only one railway station known as Mehndi Patthar. Now this Mehndi Patthar, which is located in North Garo Hills, it became operational only in 2014, and currently passenger trains, they ply between the capital city of Assam, that is Guwahati, with that of Mehndi Patthar daily basis, and this station, it received the first freight shipment only last month. So this is just one railway station which is currently present in the state of Meghalaya. But apart from this connectivity, the Northeast Frontier Railways had decided for three more projects in line. First project was to connect Tetlia, which is a town located in Assam, with that of Barnihat, and this line would have been around 21.5 kilometers long. Now construction for railway has been done on the Assam side, that is for about 19 kilometers. However, the rest about 2.5 kilometers which will connect from Assam border to that of Barnihat, this remains incomplete. And you have to understand, Barnihat is one of the largest industrial towns located in the region of Northeast. The second line was that of connecting Barnihat to that of Shillong, which is the capital city of Meghalaya. Now this line was to be about 109 kilometers long. However, for that particular railway project, central government allocated as much as about 210 crore rupees to the state government of Meghalaya for land acquisition purposes. But now the state government of Meghalaya said that they, in line of these protests, will unable to land or acquisition the land, and therefore the government of Meghalaya is wanting to return this money back to the central government because it remains underutilized. The third connectivity in this regard was to connect the Assam town of Chandranathpur with that of Jowai, and even for this particular railway project, as we have understood, the protests are going on in the Jayantia Hill region. Now in general, what is the reason why people are protesting against the railway lines? But for that, we need to understand the rationale behind the central government move to connect or to provide railway connectivity to the towns located in Meghalaya. Now, I have to understand the railway, it is quite crucial for the economic viability of the state of Meghalaya, because in state of Meghalaya, about 3/4 of the population, it still depends on small patchy agricultural activities, whereas the rest of economy is primarily service-based economy. And the inflation in the prices of good, it is quite high in the state of Meghalaya in particular, because most of the goods which is to be delivered to these states, these are delivered through road transport. And you can understand, road transport not just takes larger amount of time or takes longer amount of time in states of Northeast, but it also increases the prices of good. Now suppose if railway projects were to be implemented in the state, it will help mobilize productivity of the overall region's economy, and it will also bring the prices down of goods and services which are available in the state of Meghalaya. In addition to that, it will help reduce logistical cost, and in general it will not just benefit the masses of the state, but it will also help the local businesses and local entrepreneurs flourish their business. So this was the reason or the rationale behind why the central government was wanting to implement or connect these states with railway connectivity. Now let us understand why this is such a key issue for the tribes located in Meghalaya, or why are they actually protesting against it. Now spearheading this protest is a students union known as Khasi Students Union, and they have been opposed to entry of railways in the Meghalaya region since 1980s. And what are the reasons for their protest is that they think railways will actually bring a huge influx of outsiders into the state of Meghalaya. And you have to understand, people living in these northern states or northeastern states, they are quite particular about their state, their culture and their identity, and they think if there is an increased influx of outsider into this region, it will dilute their overall culture and identity in the region. Also, these groups, they have been for a long time demanding the implementation of inner line permit in the state of Meghalaya, which is currently present in other northeastern states like Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram. Now this ILP, if you don't know it already, inner line permit is an official travel document which is authorized or which is provided by the state government, and it is provided to any people who want to travel in these locations. And for example, even an Indian citizen like me, who is not a person belonging to Meghalaya, if I want to visit Meghalaya for that matter, or any state which has inner line permit currently, I need a travel document which will be authorized by the state government. And only after I have this inner line permit, then only I'll be able to enter these particular regions which are known as protected areas. So similarly, people of Meghalaya want this inner line permit to be implemented. So technically, any Indian citizen who does not belong to these particular regions where inner line permit is an application, they can't stand or they can't stay in the state for the time beyond which the inner line permits me. So this is why people of Meghalaya want inner line permit to be implemented in the state. And when asked, these groups have highlighted that they are technically or in principle not against the implementation or connectivity of railway, but what they are against, that there will be a huge risk of indigenous community becoming minorities in case outsiders enter into the states and decide to stay in the Meghalaya region. Because without any laws in place right now, as there is no inner line permit in Meghalaya, so it will lead to unabated flow of immigrants into the Meghalaya, which will play or pose a huge risk to the indigenous communities living in Meghalaya right now, that is Garo tribe, that is Khasi tribes, who are around in total about 24 lakhs in number. Now technically, road travel which is permitted in the northeastern region, it can be checked, but technically when the railways will be connected to this region, entry of railways would actually allow unfettered access to large number of people from outside Meghalaya. And but if ILP is in place, then technically they are not against the implementation of railway line, because then in case ILP will be applicable, so there will be checkposts which will be installed at railway stations to regulate and keep track of people coming in and going out of the state of Meghalaya. So this is the reason why people in Meghalaya in general are not opposed to railway community, but they are opposed to railway connectivity because there is no law or measure currently in place to check the inflow of outsiders, and they feel that it is necessary for government to implement inner line permit before they allow the railway to connect these lines. So understood. So in our today's discussion, I feel I have covered every angle that is necessary. But in case I have missed out on something, please do let me know, and feel free to let me know in the comment section. What do you feel about this issue? Do you agree with what the students union in Meghalaya are doing, or do you feel that railway connectivity is very necessary for Meghalaya? Please let me know in the comments. And also, for similar informative videos, do not forget to subscribe and like this video, and please stay tuned to our channel for more such informative videos.